So huge thanks to Napa Autoparts for donating the plasma cutter, and Denali Industrial Supply for being a long-time sponsor and helping us with a discount on that really powerful air compressor. Just want to say that you should always treat these tools like they're your tools, or like they belong to your mother, your dad, someone you really care about, because these are the community's tools. These are your tools. Take care of them. Use them right. Have a good time. Alright, this is our brand new Forney 40p plasma cutter. I'm just going to walk you through setup and use so that you have an idea of what to do when you get there. As always, if you're trying something new, it's always good to play on pieces of scrap metal, whatever you've got, instead of just launching into your project and in something you're not sure of. This is a 240 machine, but it can also run on 120. It comes with this adapter here. The caveat, the problem with this is if you're running it at max amperage on 120, you might blow breakers. This is your cutting gun. It'll have this protective cap on it. It'll just be screwed in there. Just unscrew that, take that off, and you'll see there's this plastic peg that shows you where to align this plug. It goes right into that notch at the top of the plug. After that's in, screw it in just hand tight. Don't really crank it in there. Just get it tight enough that it's not going to come out. Next, you're going to take your ground plug. It's got a clamp on one end, plug on the other. See, this plug also has a raised bump that goes into the notch in the front of the machine. Just twist it. Don't reef on it. Don't twist it hard. Just twist it until it seats in there. The other thing you're going to need is our really nice Makita air compressor. This compressor can do about 6.5 cubic feet per minute. This plasma cutter needs at least 5.3 cubic feet per minute. So don't use this with any normal air compressor. If you're going to use a plasma cutter, make sure you take it with this Makita air compressor. So, once you've got your cutter end set up, you can come around to the back and just plug your air compressor into the air port on the back. You can see there's an air dryer. You can see it right there. That keeps water from getting into the plasma cutter. Water in the plasma cutter is a very bad thing, so if you see water starting to build up in this little tank right here, you can purge that. Get it out of there. Alright, so we're all set up and ready to cut. Our compressor is reading about 100 psi. We can bring that up just a little bit. You'll want to stay between 80 and 120 psi on this compressor. So I'll bring it up to about 110 and we'll go with that. After you're all set up, your compressor's good, your cutter's all set up, now we'll get our iron prepped. Now the next thing I'm going to do is knock some of this rust off of my working surface. with a wire wheel. Now there's several things you have to be aware of while you're doing this. Number one, make sure that the cutter and all your equipment is out of range of the spark zone. It's going to throw a bunch of sparks underneath your work. So just have all your equipment away from it. This is your ground clamp. Your ground clamp needs to make a nice secure ground on your work. So this thing goes from 15 to 20 amps. 15 is for pretty light sheet metal. Thin, 1/8 inch stuff. I've dialed this up to 20 for 1/4 inch. If you're using 220 volt, if you're using the full power, then this will be different. And just kind of experiment with your amperage until you find something that works well. So you can test your torch just by pulling the trigger. It'll give you a jet of plasma. Alright, before we cut, we're going to do personal protection items. Leather won't burn, cotton won't burn, synthetic fibers will. So just be very mindful of that. And you can start right at the edge. So you notice that I started at the edge of the piece. You never really want to use this to try and drill a hole down through the middle of a piece of metal. That'll just kick a bunch of sparks up at your face. Won't be fun for anybody, and it won't really work anyways. So what you want to do is either start at the edge, or if you have to start at the middle, use a drill bit, maybe a drill press, and bore a hole down through there so that the torch has some place to start. So here's some of the common problems that you might find when you're trying to use this. The first one is sparks flying back at your face. What that means is you're trying to penetrate the metal. Either you started too far in, or you're moving too fast. We'll see what that looks like. I didn't get full penetration because I was moving too fast. Sparks were kicking up at my face, all around me. Now if your amperage is set too low, you're going to have a very similar problem. Just poor penetration. You'll have to move way too slow. So I hope you have a good time. Hope you use our tools responsibly and respectfully. Remember, they're not ours, they're yours, they're your neighbors, they're your community's tools. So treat them well, and they'll treat you well. Thanks for being a part of the tool library.